These Qigong moves, which I wanted to show you right now, are designed to help us to connect what's inside with what's outside, with what's inner or down or within or small, the microcosm, you could say, with the what's out and what's big and what's vast, the macrocosm of the universe itself. Now, the human body exists in what you could call a mesocosm, which is kind of the middle ground, exists as a kind of connection between the two, between the inside and the outside, between the ground and the sky, between the very small and the very big. We have our body. So these Qigong moves are designed to put our body in the middle of it, to find the relationship and the connection. Okay, so the first one we're going to do, if we bring the hands just in front of your belly here, and just relaxing the body, relax the shoulders, let the elbows hang down. Make sure you got your feet about hip width apart, your knees are slightly bent, and you feel kind of solid in your standing posture. Palms face up. Taking the right hand up to your chest, then we'll turn the palms over and then extending the two palms in either direction. Now the palm that's up, the right hand, the yang side of the body, is connecting what's up and what's vast and what's on the macro side of things. And then we've got our human body in the middle, and then we've got the palm that's down on the yin side of things, the left hand, and what's down, ground, inwards, quiet, that kind of thing. So we're connecting the two together, and make notice that we don't go fully straight. We're keeping things soft in the elbows and the shoulders, and then we float the hands back down. So this time the left hand comes up to chest height. We turn the palms over, and then we're going to extend towards the up and then towards the down, towards the outwards and towards the inwards, like this, and then we release. So right hand comes up, turn palms and extending, connecting heaven and earth. This one's called floating down. And what's the connection point? It's the human body. It's our body. We're the connection. We're making the relationship. And floating. Let's do one more on each side. Right hand, turn over and extending. And then floating down. And then the left hand, turn over and extend. And then floating down. So we can release the hands just down by your side, lowering your eyes, maybe closing them if you like, just for a moment, listening inwards. So the next one we're going to look at is called banging the heavenly drum. So in the Chinese view of the body, the microcosm of the body and the universe, we've got the earth or the ground being more like the belly and the legs, and we've got the heaven or the sky, the universe, the space, being more like the head. So this is our heavenly area, and the drum here is what they call the jade pillow area. So here we've got the back of the neck, we've got the hard part of the skull coming into the soft part of the upper neck. This here is our jade pillow. There's a few important acupoints in here as well, because this is a very important area of the body. We often end up holding tension at the back of the body, especially eye strain seems to move around here. So we're just going to tap with the hands. Drop the chin down, create the space opening here, just tapping with your fingers. Traditionally also you can flick your fingers off, like flicking your fingers, quite a nice thing to do. Maybe 10 or 15 taps or something like that, just tapping around, maybe even a massaging around. So if we spend time on screens, typically it's head down, or sometimes it's head down and chin up, like this, on a computer monitor and TV and things. And of course, when we do that, it creates an enormous strain also around the back of the neck. So very important for our posture and our neck and all our well-being to make sure this area is released. Maybe even just let the head hang down, open up this whole area here, just for a few breaths. So opening up, banging our heavenly drum, awakening the heaven within us, the space, the outwards. So the next one we're going to look at is called plucking a star and exchanging a constellation. Okay, so we'll take the right hand over to the left hip, and then the left hand comes around and up behind your back. So from the hip, we're going to open out twist around, look around to the space behind, grabbing hold of a star, which basically means making a fist, and then we'll move that star all the way around in the other direction as far as you can comfortably twist, and then we'll release the star over here, come back to the center, and float the hand down. And then we change hands. So left hand comes over to right hip. We open out, reach around, grab hold of the star, and then we're going to move it all the way around to the other side. We release the star over here, come back to the center, and then we float down. So twisting round, up and behind, grab hold, turning all the way to the other side, release, come back to the center, and floating down. Other side. Reach around behind, take hold, all the way around, release to the center, and floating down. Let's do one more on each side. And then releasing the hands down by your side, eyes can be lowered, listening inwards. So we have the way in which our body is connecting heaven to earth, but also relating to, and we're relating to the inwards and the universe at a large. So the final one we're going to look at is called retrieving the moon from the sea. And we can visualize one of those beautiful full moon nights where you have that silvery glow across the whole landscape, and the lovely moon existing right up there in the sky like a lantern. So we'll take the feet a little bit wider, and depending on your body and your restrictions, we're going to reach down towards the ground and take hold of our moon here. So make a ball shape. We're going to retrieve the moon from the sea, and then we're going to lift it back up into the sky, all the way up, and we release, okay? Sometimes if we get those lovely still lakes or sea moments, the moon looks like it's come down into the sea, and it's just very helpful just to bring it back up again. I'm sure it very appreciate that. So if you might want to reach a little bit further, right between the legs behind, take hold of your ball, and then coming all the way up, and maybe even slightly going into a back bend to release the moon, and floating down. Reaching, taking hold and lifting it up. Beautiful full moon up there in the sky. Let's do two more. And the last one, reaching down in between the legs, taking hold of this reflection of the moon in the water and lifting it up. Beautiful full moon. Floating the hands down. Bring your feet back underneath, about hip width apart, hands down by your side. Let's just take a moment, listening, sensing. It's very traditional in Qigong practice to finish with a kind of gathering movement, and it works really well in this context too. So we're going to sweep the hands out to the side, going to gather up a bit of space or energy from the universe, and then we bring it down, and imagine that energy coming into your earth, your ground, your center down here. Okay, so sweeping the hands up, gathering, and bringing the universe within. So one more time. Gathering and bringing that inside. Releasing the hands down by your side and sensing how you can be this connection between the inner and the outer. How you exist in a relationship between what's going on inside, what's going on outside, all the way to the edge of the universe.